today on 2+U Nevada.
We have grown our team, we've grown our programs, and it's because there is such a significant need.
Organization founded by Hollywood star and local resident Jeremy Renner that's working to uplift foster youth in Washoe County.
Moral and ethical ways of living that really lead you closer to peace. So just learning how to manage your stress through yoga and what that looks like is so valuable, especially today.
Getting your fitness on. Yoga Pod's offerings to get your body in shape for 2026.
You've also got the branches tailoring specific events for their patrons. So, story times, craft programs, and we've got craft programs for kids, teens, and seniors, so we cover all the bases.
Free, kid-friendly fun throughout the next several months at your neighborhood library. We sit down with the Washoe County Library for winter events. You're watching 2+U Nevada. It's home.
Put everything back in your house the way you like it.
With community and family. And this really is a family affair. It's local food.
I got garlic in mine, capers.
It's health and wellness. Plus,
but we don't have these, and we could be using them.
With plenty of entertainment. 2+U Nevada, brought to you by 911 Restoration. Thank you for joining us for this edition of 2+U Nevada. I'm Sarah Johns, your host. Hello, Hump Day. We are headed towards the downslope of the week, and for many, this is a 3-day weekend. So don't forget to look at some of the fun we have highlighted here on 2+U Nevada, like Mount Rose Ski Tahoe's new attraction, Wild Slide Tahoe. Oh my goodness, it is such a hoot. It would be a perfect activity while we have these Bluebird days. And don't forget, this Friday, Northern Nevada Public Health is holding a free flu shot clinic. Check out 2news.com for more information on that. Later in our show, we have the inspiring story of a woman who is a 4-limb amputee following complications from the flu. You'll want to see what she's doing now. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for joining us today for 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I'm so excited to have Valeria Koss, the executive director, and Tessa Peretti, the program coordinator of Rennervation Foundation. And of course, this foundation has a very popular founder here locally. Jeremy Renner started up the Rennervation Foundation. But you guys do so much for the children and youth of Nevada. So first, Valeria, you've really grown this foundation since you started earlier this year. Talk about your growth of the Rennervation Foundation in this calendar year.
So honestly, yes, we have an incredible founder, Jeremy Renner, and our co-founder, Kim Renner, who is his sister and a deputy director in Los Angeles County in Child Welfare. So honestly, in the past year, we have grown our team, we've grown our programs, and it's because there is such a significant need. And the best part is, at the heart of everything we do with the Rennervation Foundation is collaboration. So we get to embrace every community organization to really ensure that we are able to provide services and support to our foster and at-risk youth throughout the entire state of Nevada.
It really is cool to see all the new programs that you're adding to, Tessa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Pave Your Way program is the one that I coordinate, and I get to do case management for it as well. So I work with anywhere between ages 16 to 24 in foster care, whether they've aged out, they're actively in care, to provide them case management support, education and career support, finding apprenticeships, jobs, so many different things, especially aging out of the system. There's not much support out there for them that people might think that there is. So we, especially for Pave Your Way, we love to step in and be that support. And then last week we just launched the housing portion of it. So we were able to get 4 of my kiddos on my caseload, well, young adults on my caseload, into their own 1-bedroom apartments, which was super cool.
Oh, that's gotta feel so fantastic for you to see these clients or these kids that you're helping, grow up.
Yeah, it was super. I mean, it was very emotional, heartwarming, really fun thing that we got to do. And it's really cool to now see them. I get to see them every week and work with them on all their other stuff, but to see them even in the small time that they've been in their apartments already, watching that growth is really awesome.
And Valeria, breaking down the numbers, can you tell us how many Washoe County foster youth you help and then statewide?
So honestly, we serve hundreds in Washoe County alone. Christmas on the Comstock is a great example. We are anticipating serving at least 400 youth and teens in that one event, which doesn't even begin to encompass all of our other programs like Pave Your Way and our camps. And so honestly, throughout the state, we can serve over 1,000 because we also have events that are happening in Clark County, and we reach out to the rural community because we want to make sure that every youth and teen that has lived experience in foster care knows that the Rennervation Foundation and our collaborative partners are here to offer community and a sense of support.
And really delve deeper into that community and sense of support, because I think people at home will hear Rennervation Foundation helping foster youth. But you're doing so much more than that. You're educating them, you're supporting them, you're providing. So give me some nitty gritty.
Oh, I love to get down to the nitty gritty. So let's talk about that, especially the collaborative partner piece. This work is too big to do alone. And so we have such incredible partners, everyone from Truckee Meadows Community College to University of Nevada, Reno. They are there every step of the way. Washoe County School District, as well as boosted diplomas to help if they need tutoring and after school support. Then we just continue to expand and grow, because when there's a need identified, it doesn't mean that we necessarily need to do all of the things all of the time. We have the right partners to go out to. If you look at our Pave Your Way program, so we have scattered site model, and those are 4 apartments that have their own address, and they're scattered across some beautiful parts of Reno. But the Eddy House is another phenomenal partner where they have their 36-unit transitional housing, because we understand that some of our clients are not ready to be fully independent. So that's what I mean when we're doing collaborative partnership work. No one should feel like it should just be their name. It should be all of us together, working together.
I love this. And what I also really love is it seems like a lot of the foster youth who are older foster youth get overlooked and are underserved.
Yeah.
And so you are helping those older foster youth learn life skills and provide them the community that they might otherwise be lacking.
Yeah, they when they age out of the system at 18 years old, they typically are out on their own, which even if you have an upbringing where you have a lot of support and you have everything that you need, when you're 18 years old, it's really unfair to have anybody to expect anyone to have everything figured out. I know I definitely didn't have it figured out when I was 18, and I had an amazing family that supported me. So we really love, very passionate about stepping in to be that help to fill that gap that there is in the community.
So for anyone who wants to help the Rennervation Foundation and help the foster youth in Nevada, where do they go? How do they get a hold of you?
So honestly, you can go to our website, rennervationfoundation.org. Yes, it's a mouthful. So we'll make sure to share more information on that. And honestly, to be able to continue to do these programs and services, being able to have donors that want to step up, and you can give where you're at. It doesn't have to be thousands of dollars unless you're in a place to do that. It can be a simple $10 to $15 donation. And that makes such a huge impact in the services that we can continue to provide.
Ladies, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I am so excited to have Angie Fraley back in studio with us today. Of course, managing partner of Yoga Pod. Today, you're not bending me and stretching me and everything,
Right.
but we are talking about going into the holidays. First of all, if you're looking for a holiday gift, great options. Secondly, after all the holiday eating, you're probably looking for getting fit after the holidays. So let's just talk some yoga, okay?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I absolutely love Yoga Pod's business philosophy that, you know what, we don't want to just give you one free class. We want to give you a free week just to try us out, and explain that.
So we think it's a little bit unfair to judge yoga based on one class, because what if it's not the class for you? What if you don't really like the structure of that one, or maybe it's too gentle for you, or maybe it's too fitness-based, meaning too high intensity for you. So we want to give you a week so that you can try out many different classes as well as many different teachers.
And then, okay, so there's a lot to unpack with that sentence, because people may think of yoga as just one thing, but you just stated that there are multiple different types of yoga classes.
Right.
You said maybe one's too gentle and you want more cardio involved, or maybe you want more strength training. So go into the kinds of yoga classes that you have.
Great question. So we have yoga that is gentle, like yin. And you and I did that last time we were together, where we put you in postures supported with bolsters and props, where you got to relax and kind of give way to gravity.
Thank you for going easy on me.
And then we have ones that are more standing, that you hold postures for some time. And then we also have classes where you're moving quickly through postures, which adds a different element to it and sometimes gets the heart rate up. And oftentimes gets the heart rate up. And then we have classes where you add in the sit, and that adds another layer and a different type of yoga, to where now you are holding poses and building strength. You are also increasing your flexibility, but you are sweating profusely and your heart rate is up. And so we just want to make sure that you find the right fit, the one that works for you, the one that feels like, oh, I can't wait to go to yoga, rather than having yoga be a chore or something you feel like you have to do.
And then come the end of January, you have something called yoga teacher training. Now, you don't have to want to become a teacher to do yoga teacher training.
That is correct. There are many people that take a yoga teacher training that have zero interest in teaching yoga. And that's really because they want to just learn more about their own bodies, their own way their body moves within posture, as well as the other unseen parts of yoga that don't get displayed as much as that physical aspect. And it's really about the beginnings of yoga, which is moral and ethical ways of living that really lead you closer to peace. So just learning how to manage your stress through yoga and what that looks like is so valuable, especially today.
Right. And so if someone's considering giving the gift of membership, what does that look like? So beyond that first testing week, like where people are trying you out, then there's membership. So what does that look like?
So a membership, you can always do your first month for $40. So anybody can do that at any time. And that's where you really get to see how many times you're coming to yoga, and does a membership make sense for you? If you're coming to yoga one time a week, we're going to gear you towards a 10-class pass. And that is just a more economical, affordable option. So if you were to come into our studio for one visit, it's going to be a $25 drop-in fee. If you purchase a 10-class pass, it's going to be $200. So it's going to take that $25 fee down to $20.
Okay.
And then we even have a 20-class pass for $380. So that's going to take the money down. And again, that's the best if you're coming to yoga one time a week or less. If you're coming to yoga 2 times a week or more, a membership is going to be more economical for you. It's $129 per month, unlimited, as many classes as you want to take.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And what I love too is that you also have discounted rates, it should be said, for seniors and veterans, right?
Seniors, veterans, students, teachers, and healthcare providers.
I love that. And you know, yoga is something that I've been telling my parents that I really want them to get into, just for balance, right? Like, this is truly a gift of health if we're going there, right? Then I should be giving the gift to myself too. But I really want my parents to be focusing on balance and that gentle strength.
Yes. And it's necessary, because if you think of all the times during the day where you need to bend over to pick something up,
100%.
or to go up on the tiptoes to reach something in the top shelf, it's just necessary for longevity.
Yeah, and then come February, so after everybody's gotten their holiday food in, right? And then in January, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. February, you have a challenge. So what's that?
So it's so exciting. We do a challenge every year for our students, and we've done it since we opened 9 years ago. And it's just a way to keep our students motivated. So it used to be that it was like, come and take a certain amount of classes in the month and earn a free t-shirt or a tank top. And now we discovered last year that we did this teacher challenge where instead of days, it's a challenge to see how many classes you can take with different instructors.
Oh, cool.
We employ 30 different instructors. And so if you take 14 different instructors, you'll earn a t-shirt. And so I've got some examples. These are just ones from years past. So here's one. It's just a Yoga Pod Reno tank top, which is really, really fun. They're normally bright colors.
Because I just love the self-love part of it, right?
And that's, because it's February, right?
Oh, cute.
And this one was, at this point, that was in 2018, and it was 18 classes out of 28 days.
Okay.
And now it's, can you take 14 different instructors out of 30 instructors?
And I just love the look of this.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I love
And here's the deal. There are people that have done this challenge with us year after year, and now they're like, I'm getting the shirt.
It's almost like their collector's item.
Right. And
forget the Trader Joe's little bags, right?
We're going for the
Yoga Pod shirt.
Exactly. And then the really fun thing is if you take classes from all of our instructors, 30 different instructors, that's a lot. If you do that, you're entered into a drawing for a free year of yoga.
Oh my gosh.
A year.
All right. Well, Here you go. This is the way to do it. Angie, thank you so much. Where can people go to find out more or to sign up?
So go to yogapodreno.com. That would be the best place. It's got the list of our pricing. It has our classes listed on there. You can take a look at the times. You can always call our studio. We're happy to give you the information over the phone and even get you signed up.
Okay. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
My pleasure as always. Thank you.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada. Joining us this afternoon, we have Brian Bosma, the Executive Director of Family Respite Care, formerly known as RAVE. And Brian, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
I am so excited to be here and talk about all the wonderful things our organization is up to in the last 30 years.
I can't believe it. You just said 30 years. Used to be known as RAVE, rebranded into Family Respite Care of Nevada. So forgive me if I stumble over my words, but I cannot get over the phenomenal work that you do. And I can't get over that it's been 30 years.
It's been 30 years. We provided over 300,000 hours of respite care for children with disabilities, ages 3 months all the way up to 28 years old. And I have to say, the center is all about fun. And one of the kiddos made you this bracelet that they wanted to give to you. To kind of showcase our love, and thank you again for having us on today.
Thank you so much. Here, and it says love. Can you see that? And my husband's going to love it because it's in the Chiefs colors.
Oh, no.
So
Okay.
I know. And their record is 6-7 right now, but we won't go there either. So 300,000 hours. And 300,000 is an important number for you guys this holiday season.
It is. We just announced our Giving Tree campaign, so it's currently live at the center right now. And so for every donation that we get of $300 or more, you can actually put your handprint on the wall, and we're allowing this tree to grow throughout the next year. And that goal of $300,000 equals the number of respite hours we've done over the last 30 years.
I cannot get over that. Now explain respite and why it is so important to the families you serve.
Yeah, so respite in short just means a break. So we're allowing families to have a break, usually about 2.5 to 3 hours. We do them twice a month so they can come, go to date night and stuff, and know that their children are having fun-based, center-based activities where they can meet with peers, have a great time with volunteers. And this is also unique because it's also their siblings that can have this break as well. So we have families coming together and allowing parents to kind of get that much needed break to go on date nights, to maybe go to the gym, maybe get some chores done around the house or go shopping. And it's a consistent center-based care. So these families know when they're going to have this break and they can look forward to it.
You know, Dave and I really stand behind this organization too. He and I emceed an event earlier in the year called the Ultimate Lip Sync Showdown. And it was a fundraiser for Family Respite Care of Nevada. And I bring that up only because it's amazing to see the work that you do and also the opportunities that you provide for not only families and children who need the respite care, but also you're a great location for our youth to volunteer at. So as people are looking for their high schoolers to find volunteer hours, walk me through that process.
Yeah, so volunteering is very, very important at Family Respite Care of Nevada. We try to do it one child per one volunteer. When we meet with our volunteers every day, we're talking about the child's individual diagnosis, what might ramp them up, what can ramp them down. And so we're really trying to create this fun buddy-buddy system where a kid can show up to the center and know that they're going to get the same individualized care with that volunteer to have as much fun as possible. And I cannot stress that it's all about fun. And today we're trying to really shine a light on the families who have some difficulties navigating some of these challenges with raising these children. But we're trying to be a light that shines bright for these families and let them know that we're here and we care.
And what I love about it, like you said, is that, okay, so parents can have a date night, or somebody can go and do their holiday shopping, or somebody can go and just do grocery shopping, right? And have a safe place for their family. And you aren't excluding all the children in the family. Every child in the family can come.
And that's why we're very, very unique, is because we allow the siblings to be there with them as well. And the most exciting thing about this as well is seeing kind of the kids interact with them. And that's really fun because you're able to meet your new friends and buddies, and we have these fun clips. I mean, we have karaoke, we have the chill zone, we have the Nintendo Switch, and the center itself, when you see these children show up to session, they just sprint right back to the back. They grab on their favorite Lego set, their favorite train set, and they're just there to play, and they can't get away from mom and dad soon enough.
Okay, so couple questions here. How does a family who needs Family Respite Care of Nevada get in touch with you?
Yeah, so everything right now, if you visit our website, frcnevada.org, we have an enrollment page on there. You can fill out a form and our family specialist will contact you and we'll actually have a one-on-one dialogue, learning more about your child and making sure that we'd be the best fit for your family.
And how has the need grown in the past 30 years?
So there's about 10,000 children at Washoe County that could qualify for our services. So the biggest thing that we can say is, let your family and friends know we have great relationships inside the Washoe County School District. We have special ed teachers that are kind of letting it know that we're out there, but we're really trying to be word of mouth and trying to bring some attention to the families and trying to grow. We switched it off right now, so we currently don't have a wait list. So we have about 10-15% capacity at the center right now. So if you have a family member or if you know somebody that can really benefit from our services, reach out. We'll meet with you right away and get you plugged in.
And I want to repeat that very important sentence. You took away the wait list and you do not have a wait list.
That is
right
100% correct.
Okay. Now, we just touched on how families can get connected to you. How can people who want to help you and help you reach that $300,000 goal get to you?
So I can say visit our website. That's boring. Follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. You can really see the joy of these children. We have wish list Wednesdays. So we have art supplies that are in need. We're currently can use some toys for the center as well. So just kind of pay attention to that, but please reach out to us through the website as well. You can kind of see how the tree has grown to date. So if you're looking to, it's as little as $30 a month. Can kind of get your impact really shown here at the center.
That's fantastic. And are you going to leave the tree up, you said?
It'll
it's
be
going
there.
to be an installation on the wall for years to come?
It'll be there for years to come, and you can see the hands grow throughout it. So we have about 12 sets of hands on there, and we have about another 15 people in the queue. So we're giving tours to people, showing them the center at its great use and what it does, because we're aftercare center based. So we're giving tours right now. So if you're curious to see what the center has in store, you want to see the wall in action, you want to see some of the fun activities and stuff that we have planned in our curriculum, we'd love to give you a tour.
Okay, so we've got your website, we've got your social medias. Where is the center?
It's right around the corner at 555 Reactor Way.
Okay, and a phone number?
775-737-3520.
Nice, that was a test.
That's a test.
Brian, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada. Joining us this afternoon, Steve Ackerson, president of Tile Alliance, a Reno-based tile contractor. Steve, thanks so much for being here this afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
We are so excited because we are entering what I like to call the muddy season.
It's true.
And if you're sitting at home looking at a new stain and you have to shampoo your floors, Steve may have an option for you.
Yeah, like at our house, we did our entire floor is tile. We have accent rugs, and we have animals, so they track in dirt. We track in dirt. It's Nevada.
Yep.
So then you clean it up with a vacuum and a mop, and it's done. You don't need to call the carpet cleaners.
Well, and tile nowadays is very different than tile of old. Talk to me about the difference in strength, durability, even design.
Well, the tile is, you can get anything from, a low-grade tile to upper-grade tile. But the thing about nowadays, everything is pretty strong. Your floor tiles are going to last you a lifetime. And there's so many different types, colors, patterns, things that mimic stone, wood, metals even, terracottas. In a porcelain tile, it just is going to last forever.
Well, and for folks at home who are looking around, looking to maybe redesign their home, tile's also getting installed in many different places. Where are you installing tile the most right now? Obviously, you've got the bathrooms and the kitchens.
Bathrooms and kitchens are, but there's also all kinds of backsplashes, accent walls. People are doing, plank tile back behind their bed to mimic sort of the, wood look. Mm-hmm. And
accent walls
in a behind the television.
Mm-hmm. And you have an image behind me that also shows tile around a fireplace.
We're doing a lot of fireplaces, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So that tile obviously has to be like heat resistant.
Oh, surprisingly, most tile will work around a fireplace. It will. Nowadays tiles are fired so hot that they survive being around a fireplace.
Now, the last time you were on 2+U Nevada, you were very transparent in telling folks at home that when you are researching a contractor, go to the Nevada Contractors Board website and look up any potential hire.
Absolutely. It'll give you a lot of information about a company, whether they've had any disciplinary action, what their bid limit is. You don't want to be hiring somebody that has a lower bid limit than the project you're doing. So it's important.
And it's also pretty cool that you're saying that. It's so transparent, like, yeah, look us up. If you want to hire us, look us up.
Look us up. And, the good contractors out there have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm. And you use quality materials. Talk to me about how important materials are, not just the tile, but also everything that you're using to set the tile.
Yeah, setting materials have come a long way, and you can buy the minimum, but you're probably going to expect limited durability with that. We use some high-grade materials, high-grade grouts that last a lifetime, that aren't going to crack. And we're using underlayments underneath tile so that we don't have cracking that goes through from the slab up through the tile.
Right. Well, thank you so much for being here this
afternoon. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being so transparent, too. If people are interested in getting a bid or hiring you as a tile contractor, where do they need to go?
They can go to tilealliance.com, our website, or give us a call, 775-284-5083.
Steve Ackerson, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I'm so excited to have Jamie Hemingway back from the Washoe County Library System. You're the public information officer, but you're just a really cool person. So we're going to have you keep coming back. Okay?
Love it.
A lot of fun events, especially as families are looking to fill the winter break and take a look into January and February. So I couldn't get over. You showed me this Explorer magazine, and the last 6 pages are all pages of events that the library system has going on in our community.
Absolutely. So we have the Explorer magazine comes out quarterly. Our winter edition is out now. Pick it up at any library. And yeah, like you mentioned, those last few pages, they're kind of like a TV guide of library events. So day by day, and it's not even inclusive because we didn't have the space, but it's got most of our really fun, super cool events that we have planned at each library. So,
and I love the library. It's where my son loves to go. He'll say, hey, Mom, we got to go back to the library. And I'm like, you got to find the library book before we go back to return it. But you have some really cool holiday events coming up right now in the month of December. What do you have?
We do. So for December, we're doing a few things the last appearance of Santa is coming on Friday at the Duncan Traynor Community Library, 3:30 p.m. So that's happening. But we also have fun things like an ongoing gift wrapping station. I think that's at the Sierra View Library. So you just pop in, wrap a gift with the supplies provided. So we've got tons of fun little activities. There are craft programs. And I know we're getting close to the beginning of the year. So we got a lot coming for January as well.
Right. And after the holidays, like you said, after Christmas, going into January and February, there are so many events that you have that are outlined in your Explorer magazine. Kind of talk to folks about how the website and Explorer magazine are really the best touch points for people to find out about these family-friendly and what I love, free events.
Yeah, absolutely. So we work hand in hand. We push the Explorer out. We have the print copies available, but we also have digital copies available for download. So, we know some people like to have the paper in hand. Some people prefer to download it, have it on their phones. You can have it both ways. And so we have that available on our website at washoelibrary.org/explorer. We also have a wonderful calendar of events on our website that does list every single event. It's all inclusive. So you can go to that calendar of events and limit your events. If you just want to find events at your favorite library, you can do that, or events for one specific audience or age level. So lots of options.
It really takes a lot to put events on, right? It takes a lot of organization. And who's responsible at each library to come up with the ideas for these events and to then host people at these events? How does that work?
Yeah, so it's really interesting. We have a youth services and library events team. They're overseen by a couple of folks in library administration, but they're a team. So we have representatives at each main library that work together to come up with these events. So, they tend to we'll do system events like we do. We work a lot with the Pioneer Center. So we have a series of events coming from them in January and February. Lots of great performers coming, free musical performances. So those are coming up. It's Pioneer Center Youth Youth Series that we have coming up. And then we also partner with the Nevada Historical Society, Historic Reno Preservation Society. So we're working together with all these different groups. And yet you've also got the branches tailoring specific events for their patrons. So, story times, craft programs, and we've got craft programs for kids, teens, and seniors. So we cover all the bases.
I absolutely, and again, this, and I've said it, in fact, already, but I love the library system. And as people are seeing their discretionary funding, tighten up, or it's the holiday season. So if you're wanting to read a book, and you don't have necessarily the funds to go buy that brand new book, I think people have forgotten what a phenomenal resource the libraries are, our neighborhood libraries. And even I love your Libby app, right? So if you don't know about this, if you are a digital book reader, you download the Libby app and you tie it to your Washoe County Library card, and then you can digitally download books. So I'll be awake at 2 a.m, and finish a book and be like, oh, I can just go ahead and check out a new one. The library offers so much for our community.
We do, and we've really had to grow with the times. We have print books, absolutely. We can save you a ton of money. I know some of those hardbacks are $30, $40. You can put it on hold, place a hold with your library card and get it. After waiting a little bit, you'll get it for 3-week checkup period and no late fines anymore. So huge bonus there. Yeah. But I know a lot of people really prefer to read on their devices. So we've got thousands upon thousands of books available for download through the Libby app, audiobooks and ebooks. So yeah, we've got people covered.
Well, Jamie, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And again, can I grab this magazine out of your hands?
Absolutely.
Super cute, by the way. What is this little guy's name?
So that's Egbert. He's a little chick. He's a crocheted chick that just showed up one day at the Northwest Reno Library, and they've made him their unofficial mascot. And we made him the cover star, and we also hid him on every page of the winter issue of the Explorer. So we got a little seek and find going on. There are 24 Egberts, and we challenge folks, get your kids looking at this and see if they can spot one on every page.
It's hard. I was looking in my office. It's so hard, but you can find the Egberts. Pick up the Explorer mag at your local library for you to be able to see all of these events, like pages of events for you and your family to attend. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm keeping this, just so you know, so that I can hunt for Egbert throughout the day and see what to take my kids to.
I love it. Thank you so much for having us here.
You're watching 2+ U Nevada. Now to an inspiring story out of Ohio. A woman who lost 4 limbs due to complications from the flu is now continuing to educate her community. This week, a special swearing in for Kristen Fox. She had both arms and both legs amputated below the elbows and the knees. Now she's the newest member of her community's school board. It's a milestone in what has been a series of milestones. Stan Boney has her story.
With the help of her walker, Kristen Fox made her way to the front of the room, where she placed her left arm on the Bible and raised her right arm, becoming a member of the Struthers School Board. Holding the Bible was one of her best friends, Struthers Mayor Kat Miller, who inspired her to run.
Nothing she does surprises me anymore. Anytime you tell her she can't do something or she won't do something, she proves you wrong. That's been how she's been since she's been little.
I think we inspire each other to do the best for our city, for our kids.
Last week, Kristen Fox sat in her Struthers dining room and talked about life over the past 6 years.
Life has gone really fast, but I've kind of kept up with the pace of my life without really letting anything stop me.
I'm getting stronger each day.
We first met Kristen Fox in April of 2020 via FaceTime from her hospital bed at St. Elizabeth Youngstown. Or after the flu turned into sepsis, she had her arms amputated below her elbows and her legs amputated below her knees. 2 months later, she returned home, her arms and legs in bandages. 3 months later, she received her prosthetic arms, and 6 months after the surgeries, prosthetic legs allowed Kristen Fox to walk down her driveway with a walker.
I'm hoping to go back to work here in the next 3 or 4 weeks and get back into a routine, but mentally, yes, I'm 100% where I want to be.
Kristen Fox did go back to work. She's principal at the Northeast Ohio Impact Academy, a STEM school in Camel.
I don't think there's anything I can't do. I think there's a few things that I still need assistance with.
Mayor Miller, for example, came over before our interview to help with her hair and makeup. Kristen could have done it, but it would have taken longer.
That I have an aide that will come and beautify me in the morning and get me going off to work.
She also said she could not have made it without the help of her now 12-year-old daughter, Laken, who before the swearing in helped her mom set up her computer for the meeting that followed.
I would not ever do half of life that I've done without Laken.
Kristen Fox stays away from why it happened, why her. She can't go there.
I have moments. I'm always going to have moments, but I'm never going to have that moment define a day, a week, an event. I don't miss anything.
She has also learned to deal with other people, especially children. And that's where the teacher in her comes in.
They'll say that he has no hands, which To a 5-year-old, that is a perfectly normal question. And sometimes parents are like, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, I want them to ask. Because if I don't answer why, then they're always going to be curious.
Which takes us to today, and Struthers School Board member Kristen Fox. When asked if she had any further political aspirations, she answered as you would expect.
Not at this point, but never say never. We know we don't.
Fox says her motto is no pity, not from anyone, certainly not from herself. She doesn't want to be judged differently from anyone else. She says she does not have a disability. Rather, she has different abilities. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Are you a business or nonprofit and want to be featured on 2+ Nevada? Have a Mom to Mom Monday, a Tried It Tuesday, or even a cute pic you just want to show us? The whole point of 2+ Nevada is the plus you. You can send us your content by visiting our website. Head to 2news.com and click on 2+ Nevada. Or you can email us at 2plusnevada@ktvn.com. A packed crowd celebrated the ever-enduring mullet hairstyle earlier this week. The short in the front, long in the back do attracted about 150 competitors and more than 1,000 spectators for the main attraction, the best mullet contest at this Pennsylvania farm show. Participants say this contest is all in good fun. It's about camaraderie and having fun. That's it for this edition of 2+ Nevada. Thank you for inviting us into your home this afternoon. We look forward to joining you every weekday at 3 for 2+ Nevada. 2 News Nevada at 4 starts now.